We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Kansas City Royals.
And
it's
now,
interleague baseball on MLB Network.
2021 Kansas City Royals.
Danny Duffy, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Now at the plate here is Corey Dickerson. And we are set for baseball here this evening. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Duffy sets. Here's the pitch. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Hit out towards second. Merrifield scoops it up. And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time.
Well, if you're superstitious and believe in omens, this is really a bad sign. First hitter of the game, first chance to set the tone, and he sails the throw. We'll see if that was a fluke or the beginning of a trend.
Here's Starling Marte as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Dickerson on at first, nobody out. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Batting third,
One out, runner at first. And up next will be the power-hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. First pitch on its way. Runner at first here, one man out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. High in the air out towards shallow right. Isbell is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 14, Adam Duvall.
Stepping up is Adam Duvall. Career numbers against Danny Duffy. He's 0 for 5. Now here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a rocket deep down the line in left. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Adam Duvall puts a pair on the board with a home run. And the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
At the plate now, Brian Anderson. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot here to left as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Batting sixth, the second baseman, Jazz.
Standing in now, Jazz Chisholm, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Three runs already home here. Behind 0-2 now. Now the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2 lifted the other way down the left field line. Another try at 2-2.
3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Hit down the third base line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging? Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
And now, Garrett Cooper. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, the pitch.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Up next, Jorge Alfaro. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. Two men are on with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Now the Kansas City manager will make the slow walk to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here, as he just didn't have it today, as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. Jacob Junis comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. So now to the plate, Miguel Rojas. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Isbell is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Marlins 4, Kansas City coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Sandy Alcantara, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, as you can see, he's a tall drink of water out there, especially on the mound. That can really work to your advantage because you work on more of a downhill plane and you typically get more extension to the plate on your release. The key, though, is that he has to be out front with his release point, or he'll be more likely to miss up in the zone.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A ball and a strike. Alcantara has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Batting second.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Oh, 0-2 the count to Benintendi. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's...
And it's belted high and deep into right center. This one clears the party porch just shy of the fountains. They don't hit him out there. That's a long home run. Andrew Benintendi, a 2-run shot. And the Royals draw closer here. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
Well, you could see when that one was tracking towards home, that was a hanging breaker right over the middle part of the plate, and that one wasn't coming back.
So now Carlos Santana,
the first baseman,
as it's grounded sharply to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
batting fourth, the designated hitter, Jorge.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
I know he stole a strike right there, but he wants to get that curveball down or he's going to get hurt.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are two gone.
Batting fifth.
And now here is Salvador Perez looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now the pitch.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And there's ball two now. Bases are empty here with two men out. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. The pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball four.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Runner at first with two gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Hunter Dozier. Has a look, now the pitch. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Marte going back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready now for the Marlins, Corey Dickerson.
For Miami,
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Now the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Taylor is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
the center fielder, number 6, Starling Marte.
Ready now is Starling Marte, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now the first pitch. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Merrifield brings it in, and very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Now at the plate is Jesus Aguilar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Two out, nobody on. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Taylor to the track. And get your groove on. It's into the party porch for a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Stepping in now, Adam Duvall. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The pitch. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
Ball. 1 ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
In now, Brian Anderson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Ready on 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. Hit out towards second. Merrifield picks it up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 5-2 Miami. And now in the box, Kyle Isbell. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Right fielder, Kyle Isbell.
First offering.
1-0.
Now it's 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup and the pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Michael Taylor.
So next to bat will be Michael Taylor. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
When that threat of running's on first base, man, does that change the whole pitcher's mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
The 1-1 pitch. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike.
Hey, that's a quality take right there. He knows the pitcher's trying to get him to hit a ground ball and roll too.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Into the box, Nicky Lopez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike one.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
The 1-1 taken, strike two. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Whit Merrifield next to bat as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. A runner on first with 2 away. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Ready with the 1-1.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
And that one yanked just foul.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Fly ball out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Kansas City, and the deficit remains 5-2. Welcome back to Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. We send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Thank you, Heidi. Now to bat, Jazz Chisholm. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Jazz Chisholm.
First pitch coming. Here it is. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here.